Good morning. This is Wednesday, October 27th. Time for some deep stretching yoga practice. So, the way I like to start off my practice is a quick forward fold. Just enough to open up the back and the neck. Maybe a few pops, relax, dangle just a little bit so that you can feel the body open up. There we go, feeling pretty open today. So, next up is upward facing dog. We'll start the timer, 3 minutes. I can hold each pose for about 3 minutes. Gives the body time to relax into the pose, so start to feel that stretch. So yeah, very slowly this time. Let's get the mic into a better spot. There we go. There we go. Ever so slowly, just let the low back get into a better position. The sensation of the body, most of the sensation right now is concentrated in my low back as it starts to adjust towards this position on the body. So it relaxes, and there we go. Feels like it's starting to open up, starting to adjust, starting to get into place. There we go. So now I can accentuate this a little further. Continue to relax and breathe, just nice, easy breath. But remember to just keep breathing. If you'd like, you can do an Ujjayi breath, where you constrict the inhales and exhales, or at least the exhales. And just hold the stretch. Took a moment for my low back to open up, but now it feels pretty open. And so I'm stretching more. This is more to the, I feel like is the, whatever the limit is on my stretch, this particular stretch on this particular day. Whereas right at the beginning, my low back, not everything was in proper position to hit this part of the stretch. But now that I'm here, just relax. Play with the muscles a little bit. You might move the fingers, move the shoulders, move the back just a little bit. So you get a chance to feel what it's like to move at the full expression pose, whatever your full expression is. And feel what it's like. So contract the low back a little bit, contracting those low back muscles of the pelvis right now. And then relax the low back muscles. Use the arms maybe to push a little further back. Continue to relax and release. Hey, time is up. I can barely hear the time. All right, so that is that. And today, I'm going to go into the half pigeon type stuff. So, today's 27th. So on odd number days, I can start with the left leg. Start the left leg up. And grab the back foot. That stretch. Start the timer. And relax. Body doesn't feel super open today. We'll see. At least not for this pose. Just relax. Feel a lot of sensation on the hip. Look at that. Get the forehead down. But eventually I want to roll the right hip so it can get flat or towards flat. And that is not happening today. So I feel sensation on my right quad and the outside of the left hip. And so I'm using the muscles in my arms a little bit to hold the pose. Of course, my right hand to hold the right foot. And I'm using the left arm a little bit to help maintain balance and comfort on the legs as I stay down and fold into this pose. Also, my back after the upward facing dog didn't feel like it was in quite the right spot. Feels like things have moved back into the right spot for this pose. So I should eventually start to get a little deeper. Limits appear to be the quadricep, appear to be muscle related instead of nerve or artery related. So just a process of stretching the muscle. And it's not really the muscles aren't physically long enough, just they don't stretch in this position very often. So we've got to work to release that muscle. Well, maybe these muscles aren't quite long enough for this position. We'll see. About another 20 seconds or so, and we'll move on to the other side. You know what? Didn't do my scorpion pose, so we'll do that after the other side. There we go. That's your 20 seconds, or that was the 20 seconds. All right, dismiss that. Reset the body. Get ready for the other side. Grab that back foot. There we go. And get ready for this side. There we go. Start the timer. Of course, since the other side, this side will be a little bit easier. I know how I want to get into this pose. Although, still pretty tight. And the reason I want to get my head down as close as I can is so I can relax, rest and relax into the pose. Really, I want gravity to pull the shoulder over, to pull into the right hip, and then pull into the left quad. Same limits here, the left quad and the right hip, the outside of the right hip, as on the other side. There we go. Hip stretch, quad stretch. To that point where the body says, okay, yeah, we can handle this. All right, cool. And you get to the point where the body says, oh, hey, you know, we can handle a little more. And then you try for a little more. A couple Ujjayi breaths. About a minute and a half left. That's the interesting thing. Even when you find a comfortable position in the pose and you decide to just hold it, sometimes the body, what it says, well, was comfortable,
becomes a little bit uncomfortable if you hold it for longer than a few seconds. So the trick is to find a point. You have to pull back sometimes, but you want to find the point where the body says, okay, this is comfortable. I can hold this for longer and longer. But if the body ever says, hey, we really need to pull back, then honor and respect your body and pull back. Again, if the mind starts to wander, thoughts of the day or yesterday, just start to count your exhales and inhales. Focus on the breath, focus on your breathing, count your breaths, and let your consciousness go back towards the parts of the body that are stretching. So, yeah, again, here it's the left quad and the right hip. And that's 3 minutes on that side. All right, so yeah, I really like to practice scorpion pose. So I'm gonna check the back real quick. Make sure it's set up for scorpion. Make sure the low back. So I'm feeling the low back sensation. I can't quite stretch it as far as it needs to. Waiting for things to get into place. And there we go. So yeah, it's easier to get the low back into place like that. Then upside down in scorpion's pose. All right, so start that. Today's 27th, so left leg first. Elbows about shoulder width. Hands in a comfortable position. They might be a little bit closer than shoulder width, might be at shoulder width, whatever feels good. Find some balance. Find some balance. There we go. And then find the pose. All right, it's about 2.5 minutes left. It took me about 30 seconds to get in here. Let's see how long this goes for today. Yeah, pretty intense pose. Pretty cool. Lots of balance. A little bit of shoulder work. And so after this, I need to do my deep forward fold and then finish up with straddle splits. Relax, and yeah, eventually you want to lift the crown up because you're really trying to arch the back, the neck, the low back, the feet all together, so that eventually the crown of the head will reach the feet. And kind of cool, I can see the shadow of my feet on the floor just a little bit, so that's pretty cool. And yeah, eventually the back, the legs, everything opens up enough to reach the head to the feet. Very cool. Probably not today. And just relax, focus on your breathing. If you want to give yourself a challenge, try to talk while you're doing this. Got about a minute left. This is normally when I bug out, but I seem to be doing all right. Just relax, breathe. And yeah, I'm starting to feel the biceps. I don't know what that is. It's like the blood flowing in my biceps. It finally found its way down there. And with a lot of sensation. And that's it. Yeah, that is pretty intense. But that's it for that. Allow the body to find a safe space, relax. So this is hero's pose. And just kind of chill out, maybe a little shell shocked from the good old scorpion pose. So allow the arms, the upper body to recover, allow the brain to recover. The part where the body says, all right, yeah, we can go, we can move on. Next up, deep forward fold, Uttanasana. Look at that, I remember some pose names, very cool. All right, And then relax. Let the muscles stretch out. Find the pose, start to bring the feet closer together. You can't prefer bringing the feet all the way together. I just like to wait a little bit till I can fold it over before I bring the feet together due to masculine alignment issues. Just relax. Straighten the knees. Relax the upper body, shoulders, arms, torso, head, crown of the head towards the ears, let everything dangle from the pelvis. Right now I'm using the low back muscles a little bit to help elongate the low back and rotate the pelvis towards the front of the body. Trying to bring my head closer to the floor. Most importantly of all is just relax. Continue to breathe. Count your exhales. After about halfway, swap the hands so you get balance on both sides. Feel the body. I don't feel that much of a stretch. I feel a little bit on the hamstring, but it does take effort to keep my legs straight. Just relax. You want all the back and neck muscles to relax as best as you can. And once you get to the point, feel free to bend the knees if you need to. I think, and when you do bend the knees enough so that you can just kind of relax and let all the back muscles relax. My hamstrings are flexible enough I can just kind of fold over and still get that accomplished with straight knees or straighter knees. But yeah, when you can just let the spine dangle, let all the muscles in the spine, the back, the neck dangle. That's what you're shooting for. And that's that. All right, last pose. Is a wide splits. Find the pose, start the timer. Don't really like to do this. Stretch out the shoulders a little bit. It's not much of a shoulder stretch. Don't feel it that much on the shoulders. And it takes a little bit more effort. So I'm gonna do this today, which takes less effort, less physical effort. And just continue to relax.
Swap the hands about halfway through. So in that last exhale, instead of the exhale, I actually relax all of my normal breathing muscles, but then I constrict the upper end of the trachea so that the volume, the airflow on the exhale is actually controlled by the size of the opening at the top of the passageway instead of controlling the how fast or slow or the volume of air by the diaphragm and chest muscles. So that's one thing you can play around with. So normally, if you just leave everything open, you inhale, and then exhale, completely relax. Goes that fast. Next, you can try it. You do your inhale, but instead of just completely relaxing everything, use your epiglottis, the top of the trachea, to constrict the top of the air passageway to attenuate how fast or slow you want to breathe. So and that's my alarm for that. All right. And 3 minutes to play with some handstands. All right. See if we can do that. See how much we can do that today. Again, grab the top end of the pommel horse, like those two things on the pommel horse. So my fingers are at the side. I used to do fingers straight up. My wrist would hurt when I did that. Like every once in a while, I get like a nagging wrist injury that never went away, or very, very slowly would go away. Whereas when I do like this, I don't seem to get as many wrist issues. So find that. Get to the point where you can hold your weight, lift the heels, and then like magic, lift the rest of the body, right? Find that balance. Keep talking, make it even that much easier, right? I think I had it, but then I started talking, right? There we go. Look at that. Maybe a little more. Yeah. Okay, there we go. Fun stuff. I got it. I got some decent handstand going today. Yeah, very good. Very cool. And then take the legs up, maybe. Yeah, look at that. Oh. Tooch. All right. Well, very good. If you watched, thank you so much. Have some fun. Feel free to leave a comment. Have a like, and see you tomorrow. Keep up your daily practice, whatever that is.